Hello, student. Welcome to Karnataka LMS, Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. Subject, Organizational Behavior. I'm Ranjita BR. Today, I'm going to present a topic on scope of organizational behavior. The scope of organizational behavior is the study of human behavior at work in an organization. Accordingly, the scope includes understanding human behavior, influencing the group behavior, and organization. So therefore, these scope of OB includes the three layers, which are number one, understanding human behavior, second one, influencing the group behavior, and the third one, organization structure. So let us first understand the human behavior. It consists of number one, individual behavior, interpersonal behavior, group behavior, and intergroup behavior. So then what do you mean by human behavior in an organization? So organization are people, and without people, there would be no organization. If the managers are to understand the organization in which they work, they need to understand the people who make up the organization. Organization behavior is the tool which helps the manager to understand the human behavior and all the direction in which human beings interact. It can be studied from the point of view of the four levels. Number one, individual behavior. The main focus of behavioral sciences is on the study of individual behavior in an organization. It tries to analyze why and how an individual behaves in a particular way in a given situation. The behavior of individuals is affected by number of psychological, social, and cultural factors. The job of organizational behaviorist is to integrate these factors to help in understanding human behavior. Now let us move on to interpersonal behavior. Behavioral sciences also provide means for understanding interpersonal behavior in the organizations. In the organization, two-person relationship is inevitable. It's going to happen. The interpersonal interaction represents man's most natural attempt at socialization. By studying, the managers can understand themselves and others better way. This will help in improving interpersonal relationship also. The techniques generally used for studying interpersonal behaviors are the study of perception, role analysis, transaction analysis, etc. Then we'll move on to the next layer, that is group behavior. Hawthorne studies have proven that individual behaves differently as an individual and as a member of any group. His behavior is often modified by group norms, group rules. So group behavior has a synergic impact on the performance. The group formation, behavior, and interaction are studied in the course of the organizational process. So management can use these group dynamics for better communication, effective leadership, and building high morale. Okay, next layer will be the intergroup behavior. Organization consists of a large number of groups, which leads to complexity of relationship. It's very important for the managers to understand the group relationships, the cooperation, coordination, and conflicts within groups influences the performance. So organizational behavior helps the manager in achieving a cooperative group or relationship through interaction, rotation of members among groups, avoidance of a win-lose situation, and focus on total group objectives. So scope of the organizational behavior. First, we have to understand the human behavior, how he behaves as an individual, as an interpersonal behavior, when he is in a group, and within intergroup behaviors. Let us move on to the next scope, that influencing the group behavior. After understanding the group behavior in the organization, the next job of the managers to influence the behavior so that it conforms to the standards required for achieving the organization goals or objectives. So manager can influence the behavior through control and direction. So organization behavior helps the manager in influencing the manager in the following ways. Number one, that is leadership. Leadership helps the management in bringing human behavior in tune with the organizational requirements. An organization must have an effective leadership for its survival and growth. The leadership theories are perpetually accepted by the organization for a smooth performance of their activities. There are trait, goal, and situational approaches for the development of leadership. An organization can achieve success only through the right type of leadership. A competent leader uses all human and physical resources at the maximum level for achieving organizational objectives. So this leadership serves as a link among the individuals, groups, and various other aspects of the organization. So next one, it is motivation. Motivation in an organization is an essential, very, very essential. Human beings not only works for money, but also for getting job satisfaction. The job now, what is the role of the manager here is get things done through others by inducing the job satisfaction, by motivating his subordinates to work for organizational goals. So OB in this way helps the manager in understanding the needs and the desires of the subordinates and other factors which affects the motivation. There are so many monetary and non-monetary awards are used as incentives to motivate the subordinates. The next one, that is a communication. People come to contact with each other through communication. So communication is known as building block of the organization. To become an organization very effective, then communication must be very, very effective. Behavioral sciences helps in improving communication within the organization. The communication process, how it works in interpersonal dynamics evaluated by behavioral scientists. So the communication must be very effective for the achievement of organizational goals and very important factor in the organizational behavior. And the next one, organizational change and development. Organizational development is needed for the change and development of individuals. Organizations have to undergo changes as a result of social, technological, political, and other environmental factors, changes in environmental factors. So the organization change and development are successfully handled by the use of behavioral science knowledge. Change can be introduced through group dynamics and proper education of employees through effective communication. The next one, organizational climate. So what is the organizational climate? Organizational climate is the sum total of all the organizational situations affecting human behavior. So organizational behavior views organizational climate in totality rather than merely improving physical working condition or increasing employees' satisfaction by changing isolated work process. Organizational climate is the creation of an atmosphere of effective supervision, the opportunity for the realization of personal goals, good relations with others at the workplace, and the sense of accomplishment. Organization climbs takes a system perspective and affects human behavior. So, organizational behavior is an exciting field of study which helps the manager in effective handling of human resources for the realization of organizational goals. Specifically, it helps in understanding and managing human behavior. And the last one, under the scope of organizational behavior, it is the organization structure. So the study of organization structure includes aspects such as formation of organization structure, culture, and change and development. So what is organization structure? So organization structure is the formal configuration between individuals and the group with respect to the allocation of tasks, responsibility, and authority within organization. So organization structure depicts the authority and responsibility relationship between various positions in the organization by showing who reports to him and who has to report to whom. So the organization's structure are designed in order to ensure efficiency and effectiveness of activities in accordance with the organization's stated objectives. So organization structure divide and allocate work, authority, and responsibility. The organization structure establishes working relationship and operating mechanism. It also establishes patterns of management and supervision. It establishes the means by which work is to be controlled. Organization structure establishes the means of retaining experience, knowledge, and expertise, as well as it indicates areas of responsibility, authority, and accountability. It meets expectation of those involved. So organization structure provide the basis of fair and equitable reward system. So by this, I end this session, that is scope of organizational behavior. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.